What is up, YouTube? Mr. Porkchop here with another video. So this video, well, the idea for this video came from Jake Adams. This was someone who commented on one of my other videos, basically asking for a tutorial on how to create a GUI application in JavaFX that takes in some text, and then you give it a key, and then it uses that key to encrypt the text in either AES or triple DES. And before I even started working on this, I started YouTubing some other stuff and basically just looking in how it was done. The cool thing about this is majority of these algorithms, there's already stuff inside of Java, classes already inside of Java that handle it all. So there's like a cipher class and some other stuff that you can use to do this. I watched a bunch of other videos, but it was kind of funny. One of the other videos that I found is this guy here, Kensoft, and apparently the same person asked him to do the tutorial, and he already did it. So if you guys want to just go watch the original one that he did, it's pretty short. It's about 7 minutes. Mine's gonna be a lot longer. I do take, just a disclaimer, I take almost everything he does and basically just recreate it. So I'm just doing the same exact thing. Just I kind of watched his video. The only reason you may want to try to use my source code versus his source code is the fact that in order to get his, he asks you to search this in Google and basically go to his website and download it. And for me personally, his website seemed a little sketchy. I don't know, that it might just be my Norton antivirus. I know it's pretty touchy and a lot of things can set it off, but if I go to his website and I try to download it, basically Norton's like, don't do that, it's not secure, which could have nothing to do with it. It could be perfectly fine. If you guys don't have virus protection or have a different virus protection, it might be fine. You might be able to download it. I wasn't able to, so I will put a link in my video for my GitHub page where I have my source code. Just to warn you though, like my program is not nearly as nice looking as his. Like, if mine's like, I guess mine would be like the bootleg version of his. It's bare bones, does not look very nice, but it does the same thing. Functionality wise, it's the same. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. This video is definitely not exactly what I thought it was going to be. So before I go into doing the whole long version of me setting this up, I will just quickly run my program and show you exactly what it does. So this is what you get. Pretty much you put in your text field, whatever you want. Hello world, because that's what every coder does everywhere. And then we'll just do Mr. Pork Chop as the key and do AES, do encrypt. And this is your encrypted text over here. So it basically took hello world and encrypted it. That's what it looks like encrypted. And if you have the key, then you can take that encrypted text and you can decrypt it, and it'll give you what you originally put in. To do triple DES, you need to have a certain length key. And you guys can watch the other guy's video if you want to know exact length. I think somewhere in his video, he actually he puts in, yeah, right here. So if you're doing triple DES, this is what he uses for the key, and that basically is the correct length. Again, I copied almost everything from his program, so I don't know if it's just his program that is deciding what the length of the key should be. I'm not that familiar with all this code, so either way. And as you can see, like, his looks much nicer than mine. Like I said, mine's like the ghetto bootleg version. It's this is really bare bones. I actually wasn't even really going to do a video on this after I found this one, because I was like, oh, I already did it. But I was kind of interested in how it all went together anyway, so I did it more so for my own curiosity, I guess, sake. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. There's everything out there is kind of copied from other people anyway. All this stuff is all the same, but I did want to give full credit to basically everything for this guy, and he has some good videos too if you want to subscribe to him and watch some of his videos as well. But yeah, anyway, now for the rest of this video, I'm going to basically start at the beginning and kind of take you guys through building the whole thing. And like I said, I'll have a link down below for my GitHub if you want the source code and just pull it all. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll also leave links to his video so that you guys can go and look directly at his. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, is I have here, which I'm not 100% sure what this is a, yeah, here we go, text field, combo box, some buttons, and alright, this was just one of those random kind of things I created, but it'll work for what we're trying to do. So, pretty much, I'm going to kind of watch what this guy has and see if I can copy some of it. Not sure how this is really going to work. So he's just got strings right now. I'm just going to do AES. Can I do AES? Whatever, I'll copy it like word for word for now. AES encryption. Got a string. Data, and he's got a string, which is going to be key. He's got a try catch with like a whole bunch of stuff on it. I'm not sure if I really want to do all that nonsense, but I guess I will. So he's got a byte. From what I've seen too in a lot of these videos, everything basically is done in bytes. I don't really know what the IV stands for, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, so basically got a word, 16 bytes. Son of a bitch. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that should be 16. It's got his byte. And then this IV parameter spec. Alright, I have no idea what any of this stuff is. So IV parameter spec. IV parameter spec. What exactly is that? I'm gonna Google this real quick. Let's see what JavaDoc's got to say about it. So the class specifies an initializer vector. Examples which use IVs are ciphers in feedback mode, DES in CBS mode, and hold on, I gotta shut the door of the laundry room. My wife started laundry. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah. Essentially, this is basically just kind of setting up a vector, initialization vector. That's what IV stands for. Alright, good to know. So we got our initialization vector. What else do we got here? And we got this secret key factory. Get instance. So what exactly is this instance? Where did he create this? I have no idea where he got this whole thing here. Not sure what that is. I can't see the rest of his code, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Key spec. Alright, so we have a key spec. Alright, so this PBE must be something to do with the actual keys. Oh, that's like a keyword. That's probably why he has it all weird. Let's just write like, let's just do like AES underscore key. Yeah, we'll just do that. AES underscore key. That's fine. 2-character array. Then I don't know what the heck he's got going on here. It just says salt.getByte. Where is salt coming from? Maybe it's some type of variable he created somewhere else in the program. Alright, so iterator count and key length. Those are pretty obvious. Then he's got the secret key, SK. And this is just factory dot generate secret key. Yeah, key spec. Alright. Yeah, because I still gotta figure out what the heck this is, but whatever. I'll figure that out in a second. Let's just keep going. For now, we got that secret key. Get encoded. AES. So I guess you can just specify what algorithm you want to use. Those algorithms are already in the system, which is pretty cool. Alright. And then after that, we have the cipher stuff. So he's got cipher. Oh, actually, he's just creating a variable called cipher. Cipher equals... He must have cipher. He must have that cipher somewhere else and initiated somewhere else. Get instance. AES. CBC. PKC 5. Padding. Alright. Got all that. Crypt mode. Secret key spec. IV spec. Alright, and return base 64. Base 64 dot get encoder. Encode to string. Cipher do final data get bytes standard character sets dot UTF-8. Alright, I'm definitely gonna have to kind of learn a little bit more about what the heck I'm actually doing here. So we have invalid, algorithm, parameter exception, invalid, key exception, no such algorithm exception. Got a lot of different exceptions. Invalid, key spec exception. He might even have more because I don't think he scrolled over. If he actually scrolled up, I can kind of see a lot of the other, basically all the other stuff that he initiated at the top. So he's got private, static, final, string, which is going to be equal to our salt, equal to this is salt. I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm not really sure about any of this stuff. Whoops. Hopefully by the time I'm done with all this, I'll actually have a better understanding of what all this means. Well, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm really not 100% sure what I'm doing. I'm just gonna copy what he's got and try to get it to work, and then I'll probably kind of take it apart a little bit more after that. Alright, hopefully I don't have any typos in that, or else later I'm gonna have issues. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that's basically everything he's got at the top there. That should help some of these things kind of go away. Unhandle exception, no such algorithm exception. That is actually inside my catch, but I didn't. Yeah, here we go. Whoops. Yeah, all of that is just gonna be there, and then I'll do E dot print stack trace so I can see what the hell's going on. What is this? Unhandled exception, illegal block size exception. So we'll have to add that in there. Illegal block size exception. Do we have anything else? Bad padding exception. Alright, so these are all the other exceptions I'm sure he has in there. Bad padding exception. What else do we got? No such padding exception. No such padding exception. Alright. Alright, so that's good. We have pretty much that whole thing all set up. So what else do we want inside of here? Oh, alright, so at the very end of this, he just has it return null, I guess. And that is the end of his encryption method. So that's pretty much it. Now if I can get the decryption method going. Not too worried about all the buttons and stuff. I'll be able to do all that. I'm pretty good at setting up scenes and getting everything to do what I want. Alright, so that's his encryption. Now we're going to do the decryption part. So AES decryption. This also has a string of data and another string, which is basically AES, the key. So AES key. start with that. So for the decryption, it looks, the first part looks identical. Again, we're just doing this. Honestly, it almost all looks identical. It is, so it looks like everything's pretty much the same except for obviously getting down to here. I think we just, actually I'm just going to copy it all. I'm going to copy everything inside of here. Copy. We're going to paste everything right in here. And we're going to change the mode, I think, to decrypt mode. So you just change it to decrypt mode. What else changed? Can't resolve symbol data. So this return is going to change. So return is actually now just going to be return a new string cipher dot do final, and then inside of final he's got base 64 get decoder dot decode data. Oh, I put date, that's why it's not working. Data. And that looks like it. So that should encrypt it. That's what's right here. I need basically return null. Alright, so that should be my encryption and decryption. It's set up pretty much exactly the way he has it set up, so don't know why it wouldn't work. This is really annoying having to kind of copy it like this. I was really hoping to be able to just pull all of his data or pull his source code from his website, but it was not working for me. So we do it by hand. So the triple des encryption basically doesn't need any parameters. Alright, I'm getting that red because I don't actually have my this is actually going to end up being my controller for my main scene. I'm probably just going to get rid of this controller, and then I will add everything right into this, and this will be my controller. This is going to be that text field, so I'll just have to remember that I have to name it that. I'm just going to call it key txt. That's usually how I name stuff, so we'll change it up a bit. Alright, we got that. So it looks like most of this stuff, yeah, everything, the first one is just, the first one is for the AES, and then everything else after that is going to be for triple des, which he has in a comment. Definitely want to get more familiar with this whole cipher thing, because this is pretty cool stuff. Hopefully I can do a little more research on my own time later and get a better understanding of why this is all set up the way it is. It is kind of cool just to see it all. Alright, and then this is going to be the part where we actually do the encrypt. So encrypt mode, the key is what we're using for the key, and then the IV parameters are what we use for the parameters, which I think is padding and stuff. Almost done with the encryption one. And for this one, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I think I said key txt. Oh, actually, this is where he's going to do, he'll do data txt. So that's going to be the data, which we don't have yet, but we will have. Data dot get text, obviously, and then get bytes. That'll all make sense a little later. Base 64 get encoder encode to string encrypted. Alright, So all that txt area txt area underscore result dot set text txt. Alright, so that's just where he's setting, basically showing you what it looks like encrypted. And we're gonna return null. Alright, cool. So it doesn't have any catches on the triple des one. I don't know why there were so many catches on the other one and not on the triple des, but I guess you don't need it for that one. Or I guess maybe because it says it throws exceptions. This throws exceptions, probably covers everything, so it doesn't worry about it. Alright, let's move along a little bit. Alright, here's the decryption, which I think is, again, almost the same. The only thing that changes is the decrypt mode and then what it returns. So I'm going to copy all of this. We're going to throw it down here, and we're basically going to change this to decrypt mode. You have all of that, and then this byte is going to actually be changed to original. And then we have cipher dot do final, and inside do final we have a base 64 get decoder dot decode, and then we have our data txt dot get text, which get bytes. Yeah, whoops. Alright. There we go. And then our string is now going to be just like decode, I guess is what he's got it standing for. It's going to be a new string, which is going to be original. And then our text area is just going to be set to this decoded text. That is pretty much it. Alright, so now all the rest of it is basically just controller stuff. I'm also going to have to change the controller name because my controller is no longer controller. I'm going to be controlling that right from my encryption stuff. That is going to be my controller. And honestly, this one I can probably delete. Gotta open up scene builder here. Alright. So our text field, this text field is actually going to be, let's call this our, data txt. That'll be our data. And then I'm going to change this combo box out for another text field. And then this one is going to be our key txt. I'll just change the label on here. We'll just call this key. Yeah, I'm just going to call it the key. Alright. And then on top of that, I'm going to, this button, yeah, I guess we'll do one for encrypt. And then we'll do another button over here next to it. This one will be decryption. Decrypt. And then let's do some radio buttons here. We'll have a radio button down here, and we'll put one more radio button over here. This one is going to be AES. And then this one is going to be triple des. And then these are going to be inside my toggle group called I don't know, we'll just call it encryption. So that's going to be my encryption toggle group. Alright. So I will have that. So I got my key, I got my other one. Actually, I'm gonna, well, can I move this? I'd like to move this over here a little bit. Move that up there. Move this over here a little bit. Alright, and then we're gonna do one more text field, obviously, because we need another text field to basically show yeah, basically to show the message, right? Alright, so we'll throw in, what do we got here? I need a label. Whoops. So we'll throw a label right here. And this is just going to be our result. I have a feeling this result's going to be massive, so I'm actually going to delete that text field and make it like a text area. Oh, god damn, that's effing huge. Alright, we'll throw this over here. And we'll just throw that like right above it. That'll be our result. Alright, I like it. Actually, I'm just going to delete this because we don't need it. That means I can make this a little bit smaller. What the F, man? Alright, it looks terrible, but whatever. We're going to call it good enough. Alright, so text area is just going to call, we're just going to call this result. So we got result, we got key text, we got data text, we got our triple des and AES, encrypt and decrypt. This is going to be our on action, encrypt, and this is going to be our on action decrypt. Yeah, we need an on action for this, so on action triple des R BTN. I always do like BTN for button, RBTN for radio button. Let's save that, and then maybe I'll just grab all this again because a lot changed, so I'm just gonna grab this stuff. We'll go back to here, and then up at the top, all of this I'm just gonna replace with what I just copied. So this is everything I need. Import that in. Alright, yeah, I imported everything. Alright, alright. Looking good, looking good. So now I think the only thing this result is going to be a little different. So this text area result, I just have results. So I'm going to get rid of text area. And then it doesn't, I put test. And then data text.get text. Why does that not work? Oh, I forgot the parentheses. There we go. Again, we get rid of result. I don't know why I keep putting test instead of text. Alright, so I think we're ready to try to get this rolling. Now we need to basically just put all these methods into action. So we're going to have to add these to our on-action methods. So we have a couple on-action methods over here. So on-action. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so for now, let's just do encrypt. So for encrypt, actually, I might not need an on-action method for my radio buttons. I just need to know whether or not they are activated, so I can probably get rid of those on action ones. For my encryption, I just want to do basically if I didn't give my radio buttons actual names, did I? I didn't. So this is what I need. So I need triple des R BTN is invalid for FXID. Oh, it starts with a number. I can't do that. Let's just do des R BTN. Oh shit, I'm on AES. Alright, hold on. AES RBTN. And then this one is going to be des RBTN. We'll save that. I'll grab them. My 2 radio buttons. This is one. Why did they put them right next to each other? That's annoying. Alright, I already have the toggle group in this, so I'll just post. Alright, there we go. Alright, so for my on-action encryption method, I just want to know is AES RBATN dot is selected. If it is selected, then we are going to call the AES encryption method. So AES encryption, and then the parameters that we're going to give it are going to be our data.text.getText, and then it's going to basically be our key.text getText, and then I think that's it. So we have our key, we have that, and it should just do that. And then we'll have an else if, where's that other one? Des. Oh man, that's really stupid. Des RBTN. Des RBTN is selected. Then we will just do our triple des one, which is what do we call it? TDES encryption. TDES encryption. I used the right one up here, right? Yeah, encryption. Unhandled exception. Alright. I'm going to look at some of the if statements and the catches that he has inside of his buttons. So basically when he encrypts it, he checks to see if it is empty. He's got a lot of catches inside of his encryption. So looks like here, I'm just gonna make this an else if. Come down here and we're just gonna do what when I kind of just do the same thing. So my key text get text trim is empty. I'm gonna have to try to see exactly what kind of the reason behind this. Then he does the data one. So data text, basically the same exact thing. The get text trim is empty. And then he just does a bunch of alerts. I'm just going to do something really simple. Basically just going to do like, didn't work. I'm just being lazy right now. I don't want to actually put in all the error messages right now. But I can put them in another time. What else does he got going on here? He also has one for get text. I don't know what the trim before the empty really does. Maybe that prevents it from getting a null pointer Again, all this can be basically changed to actually have error messages if you want. Like I said, I'm being lazy and not doing that right now. I really don't know what this whole trim, I want to know what that does now, because I always just do like get text and then do empty, but you do end up with a lot of null pointers at some point sometimes. Alright, data's empty, that's empty, blah blah blah. I also need to do throws, exceptions. Alright, then he does the whole selection for the radio button, so if it's selected. Alright, so he does a bunch of else's, and then after that, basically right here would be an else. And then he starts new if statements. And this would be my if statement for this. So if that's selected. Alright, so those are the 3 checks he does, and then we go into our else, where we check for this encryption. If that encryption is there, we do the whole encryption thing here, but we also want to basically set our text area. So our result text area is going to be set to that. Cannot resolve method AES encryption in encryption stuff. So I think I have to take this and actually put it down below. Yeah. So we'll move it in a second. But for now, that is what we have. So it's going to show our, it's going to go ahead and show that. I'm going to get rid of this. And then from here, we have an else if that one is selected. We do the triple des one. But before that, he has another if statement, which basically says the key text, get text, length. So he's checking the length of the text for this one. And if it's less than or equal to 23, then he gives an error. We're going to cut that. This is going to be an error. And again, I'm just doing really stupid quick errors. It's wrong key size. Alright, wrong key size. So we have another one. I'm just going to move that in a bit. Then he has the else. We just go ahead and do this. Alright. And I guess that one, I don't have to worry about printing it. It just automatically prints it. So that one is that. And then, so we have the if, then we have the if else, and then we have the else. And then we have this one big else. Alright. I think that is everything we need to know as far as our... Yeah, I think that's everything we need to know as far as implementing this. I just need this whole encryption to be below all of this stuff. That way it knows. Alright, that way it can find this method here. And I'm gonna have to do the same thing. The radio buttons I don't need action methods for. Now I just need one for the decryption, which also has to be below the rest of this. So we'll throw this down here. We have our encryption, and then this one is going to be our decryption. So I'm just going to copy this one, and of course we're just going to do the decrypt method instead of the encrypt method. So for this, all of that's the same. And then depending on which one of these is selected, we are going to do this, but we're going to do the decryption one. Decryption. Same thing for this. Decryption. Oh yeah. And we'll do the whole throws encryption or exceptions. Alright, so I think this program is ready to try. My toggle group I'm not using, that's fine. This algo I didn't use. Key spec I never use either, really? I thought I used some of this stuff. Not sure where he has it all being used. I feel like if it's there, it probably should be there for a reason. Alright, let's give this a try and see what happens. Ooh, already getting some errors. Alright, what do we got? So, oh, right. So inside of here, I actually still have these on action methods for my radio buttons, which I do not want. So I'm going to get rid of those. And that should take care of that error. Alright, so here's our text field. Just do hello world. And then our key will be, we'll do AES. Alright, I guess that did it. That is what it is encrypted. So now what happens if I just do decrypt? Illegal, argument exception, invocation target exception, all kinds of exceptions. Alright, so what we want to do I think is just copy this. Cut, we'll throw that into hello world and then do decrypt. Hello world. Alright, that was pretty sweet. Disconnect. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Actually, let's try the triple desk too and just see if that works. I don't know if it's actually gonna work for this. So try hello world, and then we'll just do Mr. Pork Chop, do triple desk, encrypt, wrong key size. So I don't know if you need a longer key. Mr. Pork Chop likes to code. Oh wow, alright, we got all kinds of issues now. Runtime exception. Alright, let me see what he does for triple desk. I think you need a certain key size. Triple data encryption standard. Alright, let's try that as a key. Taking that right from his video because that's what he used as a key. Alright, cool, and that worked. So then you can take this, copy, throw it in there, and then you can decrypt it. Hello world. Dude, that's pretty sweet. Alright, so there we go. We got it to work. I basically, stole his whole thing. But, yeah, not bad, not bad. So let me take this. I'm going to rename this, actually. Let's just rename this whole project. Can I save this as something else? Refractor. I want to rename this. We're going to do AES and triple desk and encryption project. Alright, this controller, actually I'm just gonna delete out of here, we don't even need that. I have this right here, sample FX. I'm gonna change the name of this as well. We're just gonna change this to I don't know, what should we call our menu? Yeah, just call it menu. Alright, make sure that still runs. Alright, yeah. Cool beans. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. And anyway, but if you guys liked it and you want to see other videos, the majority of my videos will be my actual, me actually creating everything, not just taking it from other people. But for this one, like I said, I did it more so out of my own curiosity. But yeah, please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and click the bell for notifications. I do put out a video at least once a week. I've been trying to do it once a week. Mostly Java right now, but in the future I'll be doing other stuff as well. I'm going to be probably doing some SQL stuff, maybe even Python. We'll see. But till next time, guys.